message from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Minnesota Vikings. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They will go for it. It's Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down near the 34-yard line.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis. Some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Gives this one to Lewis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a
battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The runner-up New England Patriots offense back onto the field. I wanted to get your thoughts on the offense for this crew as they go into 2018. How do they stack up, Charles?
Typically, New England, pretty darn stable. One of the goals going into the offseason was to try and hold on to running back Dion Lewis, because coupled with James White, that's a heck of a tandem. Of course, the big fella, Gronk. You know, you find him another all-pro year in 2017. And remember, before 2017 began, they picked up Brandon Cooks in a trade at wide receiver. That paid off in a big way. He had his third straight 1,000-yard season in the NFL. And then, of course, there's Danny Amendola, Chris Hogan, and they expect to get back Julian Edelman for all of 2018, coming off of a knee injury.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Ron Gronkowski from 13 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
He still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No.
And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They try again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there, punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Forbath out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needs.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So on now is a man who punted collegiately not far from here at Boston College, Ryan Quigley to kick. Now back to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andrew Sendejo.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but have 2 in the 1st quarter. That's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Vikings! Blake Bell, 41 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because
this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. They go play action here on first down. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Now Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A toss to Cook, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL.
And look at this, another fake. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They come out with 1 back and 3 touchdowns. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Forbath to add the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And now out come the Patriots. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On the carry, it's Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, 44 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Brady now on first down. Steps away to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's Brady to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and now it's second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a touchdown. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. Brady now on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Hope. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for New England. 56 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now Brady. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan from 10 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. And he puts it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Keenum on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
But I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they've started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. On first down, Brady. And right side, caught, Hogan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. On first and 10, here's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. And he knocks it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They pitch it out to Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, Brady escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And that's caught. It's Hogan. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 42 yards. On 1st down, Brady. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. And his kick is right through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. So that one will be accepted. first down. Keenum over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Harris has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. They'll try and run with their fullback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Forbath to add the extra point. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat. But if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady now to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Sherrills. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. what you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
To throw is Brady, eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing now is Brady. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On third and long, it's Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now Dion Lewis to return. Leaps past him. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
20! And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 43 yards. They'll run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's Keenum. This is caught. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And Forbath will put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They run. This is Lewis. Finding some room at midfield. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. 57 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
He was hoping to get to the edge. They did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's...
And he's into the clear. The 40. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Forced out to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Ben Gideon in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, he's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 83 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. On play action. Now Keenum. Rush coming, and he's taken down. David Harris in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And look at this, another fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point try for Gronkowski. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Gronkowski now out to kick it away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
The play fake. Keenum under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Second down now after the sack. Play action. It's Keenum. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now Brady being chased out left. Wide open, Gronkowski. Yeah, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. A gain of 32 that time.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady there.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows.
Easy.
Second and goal as the offense. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis taking it in. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lawrence Guy in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Let's go.
On play action, it's Keenum. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, 60 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Dancing to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. This is complete to guess who? Gronkowski again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brady to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. Open man left side is Gronkowski. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run for it. Cook. And he works free. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah, a couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Patriots. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
23 yards on the play.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdowns. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Play action. Keenum. Blitz coming, and down he goes. James Harrison in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Play action. Now it's Keenum. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes you're...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. James Harrison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Back near his goal line, here's Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 28. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. To throw, it's Brady. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 on the last play, 19 more here at another 1st down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do, you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing now is Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw again, Brady. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dwayne Allen, 30 yards. And the Patriots can take the lead with the extra point. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for two. Now Brady again. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone. So they knew what they were doing all along, right? Now the lead 2 here in this fourth quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Cook able to escape, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
But last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Cook on the toss left. Space to run past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Forbath to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Brady now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Brady now to throw. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. On first down, Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They run it with McKinnon, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, and they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Back to throw. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Easy.
Now Lewis. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 7-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now.